For centuries, the vast oceans have hidden more than just fish and whales. Deep below the surface, there have been whispers of terrifying sea monsters that could crush ships and drag sailors into the abyss. From the legendary Kraken to tales of mermaids, these stories have lived on through generations. But what if these myths were inspired by real creatures of the deep? Let's explore the connection between mythical sea monsters and the creatures that may have inspired them. First, we have the legendary Kraken. According to Norse mythology, the Kraken was a massive sea monster, large enough to pull entire ships beneath the waves with its tentacles. Sailors feared this creature for centuries, believing it to be one of the most powerful forces in the ocean. But what could have inspired such a terrifying myth? Enter the giant squid, one of the largest creatures in the ocean, with tentacles that can grow over 40 feet long. These real-life monsters live in the deep ocean, far below the surface. Though rarely seen, sightings of giant squids have been recorded over the years. Imagine being a sailor in the 18th century, seeing a creature this massive, thrashing in the water. It's no wonder the Kraken myth persisted for so long. Though the giant squid is elusive, it is very real, and likely the true inspiration behind the terrifying Kraken. Next, let's dive into the world of mermaids. For centuries, mermaids have appeared in folklore as half-human, half-fish creatures, beautiful, yet dangerous. Many cultures have their own versions of mermaid stories, from the sirens of Greek mythology to the water spirits of African legends. However, there's a scientific explanation behind these tales. It's believed that sailors often mistook manatees or dugongs for mermaids during long voyages. Manatees are large, slow-moving marine mammals that sometimes float near the surface. After weeks at sea, with limited food and fatigue setting in, it's easy to see how sailors could mistake these creatures for mermaids. Even Christopher Columbus, during his voyages, reported seeing mermaids, though what he likely saw were manatees. While mermaids may only exist in stories, the real-life animals behind these myths are gentle giants of the sea. Another famous sea monster is the sea serpent, described as a long, snake-like creature that slithers through the ocean waves. Stories of sea serpents appear in various cultures, from the Norse Jormungandr to the sea dragons of Chinese mythology. These creatures were believed to be enormous, capable of swallowing ships whole. The real-world creature that likely inspired these myths is the oarfish. Oarfish are the longest bony fish in the ocean, reaching lengths of up to 36 feet. Their long, ribbon-like bodies make them look serpentine as they swim near the surface. Though harmless, their strange, undulating motion and massive size made them seem like living sea serpents. Oarfish are rarely seen, as they prefer the deep ocean, but their occasional appearance has kept the myth of the sea serpent alive. And then we come to the infamous Megalodon. Unlike the other creatures on this list, the Megalodon was not a myth but a real predator that lived millions of years ago. This giant shark, estimated to be over 60 feet long, dominated the prehistoric oceans, feeding on whales and other large marine animals. Though the Megalodon went extinct around 3.6 million years ago, it has become a modern sea monster in pop culture. From movies like The Meg to viral theories claiming it may still be alive, the Megalodon has become a mythical creature in its own right. While scientists agree that the Megalodon is long gone, the fascination with this enormous predator remains strong today, showing how real-life creatures can inspire modern myths. The Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie, is perhaps one of the most famous lake monsters in history. Reported sightings in Scotland's Loch Ness have kept this legend alive for centuries, sparking the curiosity of both locals and tourists from around the world. The first recorded sighting dates back to 565 AD when an Irish monk named Saint Columba reportedly encountered a water beast in the River Ness. Since then, thousands of reports have surfaced, from blurry photos to sonar readings, each adding to Nessie's mystery. Some researchers and enthusiasts speculate Nessie could be a surviving plesiosaur, a prehistoric marine reptile with a long neck and flippers, thought to have gone extinct millions of years ago. This theory stems from the popular belief that Nessie has a long, serpentine body. However, paleontologists largely dismiss this idea due to the lack of evidence and the fact that Loch Ness is a freshwater lake, making it an unlikely habitat for a marine reptile. Others suggest more plausible explanations, such as large fish like sturgeons, which can grow to enormous sizes and live for decades, or even natural phenomena like floating logs or wave patterns mistaken for a creature. Some skeptics argue that many sightings could be hoaxes or misidentifications of common animals. Regardless of the theories, Nessie continues to capture imaginations worldwide. The Loch Ness monster has become an enduring symbol of mystery and wonder, drawing tourists, cryptozoologists, and curious onlookers to the misty waters of Loch Ness in the hope of catching a glimpse of this legendary creature. Nessie, whether real or imagined, represents humanity's fascination with the unknown and our desire to believe that there are still mysteries left to uncover. The deep ocean is home to creatures so strange, they might as well be monsters from another world. These bizarre beings live in the darkest depths of the sea, where sunlight cannot penetrate and survival demands incredible adaptations. One such creature is the anglerfish, a terrifying predator that lures prey with a bioluminescent appendage dangling from its head, like a glowing fishing line. In the pitch-black environment of the deep sea, this light is both a deadly trap and a beacon of mystery. The anglerfish's grotesque appearance, with its oversized mouth and sharp teeth, only adds to its monstrous reputation. Another terrifying resident of the deep sea is the dragonfish. With long, needle-like teeth and a glowing body, the dragonfish uses its bioluminescence not just to lure prey, but to communicate in the otherwise dark waters. It has a jaw that can hinge open wide enough to swallow prey larger than itself, an ability that would make even the most fearsome mythical sea monsters envious. Then there's the goblin shark, a species so rare and strange that it's often referred to as a living fossil. With its pink, fleshy skin and long, protruding snout, the goblin shark looks like something straight out of a nightmare. Its jaws can extend outward in a lightning-fast snap, pulling unsuspecting prey into its mouth. Found deep in the ocean, this ancient predator offers a glimpse into the mysterious past of our planet, and its unique adaptations have ensured its survival for millions of years. Beyond these creatures, the deep sea is teeming with other strange and unsettling life forms, from the translucent giant siphonophore, which stretches for over 100 feet, to the vampire squid, with its webbed tentacles and ability to disappear into the darkness. These real-life sea monsters remind us that despite all our advancements in exploration and technology, the ocean remains one of the least understood and most mysterious places on Earth. Every new discovery from its depths only fuels our imaginations further, blurring the lines between myth and reality. The oceans are vast, mysterious, and still largely unexplored. Over the centuries, the line between myth and reality has often been blurred, giving rise to legends of terrifying sea monsters. From the Kraken to Megalodon, the real creatures that inspired these tales are just as fascinating as the myths themselves. So, the next time you look out at the ocean, remember, there's always a chance that a new monster could be lurking just beneath the waves. Thanks for diving deep with us into the mysteries of the ocean and its legendary creatures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating content about the wonders of the deep. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. What creature do you want us to explore next? Let us know in the comments below.